Being a photo assistant is one of the best ways to grow as a photographer. You're working hands-on with lighting, you're watching how real big shoots come together, you're building your network, and you're actually earning money while you're learning. It is a win-win situation. But the key to making this role really work for you is getting invited back over and over again so that you have reliable income. I've been a photographer for more than 2 decades, and in that time, I really have worked with dozens of different assistants, and a lot of them have come and gone, but the others that have really stood out, the ones that I remember, the ones that I call again and again and I trust, they have certain things in common. So how do you become one of those go-to people? How do you stand out among so many different assistants so that you can become the one that photographers want to have on set? Today, I want to share with you some quick and practical tips to help you do exactly that so that you become someone that people rely on and love to work with. You need to start with the basics and then you need to go beyond them because yes, of course, you need to know how to set up lighting and grip. Yes, you need to know how to coil cords the right way and set the channels on strobes and safely use sandbags and all of that stuff, but that is just the starting point. What really makes you stand out is when you go beyond those basics, finding thoughtful ways to keep the shoot running smoothly, make the day easier for the photographer, and do it all with a positive professional attitude. So, keeping that in mind, we're going to dive into 5 ways that you can really set yourself apart on set and become an assistant that photographers remember. All right, first up, what you need to do is anticipate what is needed. This is the #1 way to get noticed and remembered on set. Watch the photographer and learn their habits. If they keep crouching low, quietly offer them an apple box to sit on. If the battery on their camera is getting low, change it out before it interrupts the flow of the shoot. If they keep switching lenses back and forth, watch which circumstances are reaching for like their wide lens versus their long lens and have it ready before they even ask. This perceptiveness will absolutely be noticed. And another example, if every time a different skin tone comes on set, they keep changing the light and adjusting it the same amount, well, remember that and adjust it for them because you want to be just an extension of the photographer. It's as simple as like an assistant realizing that I didn't drink anything all day and they put a water in front of me. It shows they care and that they're paying attention. Be proactive. Act like a partner on set, like someone who cares, not just an extra set of hands. Next up is you need to treat assisting like a profession. Be professional. So this means show up on time or early, wear black or neutral colors that don't distract on set, bring your own small assistant kit. So have things like heat resistant gloves or gaff tape, a light meter, clamps, a multi-tool. This is showing you're really serious about this as a job. The first time an assistant showed up on set with their own kit, it made me remember them forever. I remember their name now, even though I only worked with them once, and that was 15 years ago. Now, other elements that make someone professional. For example, avoid checking your phone during the day, unless it's lunch or a break. Always have hustle. On set, time is money, so do things calmly, but with a sense of urgency. My general rule of thumb is if the photographer isn't sitting, you probably shouldn't be either. Or maybe, honestly, avoid sitting most of the day. There's always something to be done that is going to move the shoot along. Being a great assistant means being reliable and present and really fully engaged the entire day. The photographer will remember this. Next up, clean up the chaos. Yes, for sure, you are there for lighting and gear, but you're also there to make the whole set run smoothly. And so that means keeping things safe, clear, clean, so recoil cables without being asked. Organize loose modifiers. If something spills and no one else is jumping up to fix it, well, you fix it. These little things make a big impression. It helps the set feel seamless and tidy, and it is a huge help to the photographer and the entire team. Find your superpower. Every great assistant has something extra. So what is yours? Are you fast with lighting or naturally organized or good at production and scheduling? Whatever your strength is, lean into it. Let that be the thing that people remember you for. So when a shoot's coming up, you might say, oh, reach out to Steven. He is great with this lighting setup. Oh, you should email Emerson. They're really organized. It will be really helpful on a busy day like this. Oh yeah, we should reach out to Lee. We don't have a budget for a digitech on this set, but they can do some light teching and assist. Whatever your superpower is, it makes you valuable and irreplaceable rather than just interchangeable with another assistant. Last but not least is to check your attitude. I mean, this seems obvious. In many ways, it probably is the most important thing on set. Like I read a quote once from this book on assisting, and it said, "Be a fountain, not a drain." And I could not agree with this sentiment more. How are you adding to the set and never taking away from it? There are a lot of people with basic assisting skills. So who are the ones that keep getting hired? They're the ones with the right energy, the hustle, the attitude. You need to be positive. You need to be calm. You want to be helpful, like ready to go, but don't be anxious. You also have to know how to read the room. You are not the star of the shoot. You're there to support it. And that means staying present, but you don't need to be in every conversation. I've honestly not hired assistants before because they were really nice. I genuinely liked them, but they were too chatty and distracting to the clients. You want to be friendly and professional, but invisible when you need to be, and there when you are needed on set to help move things along. Also, you don't want to hover near the exit when it's wrap time either. So many shoots go long. You have to build it into your mindset and focus on how you can get things to move along faster rather than thinking about the plans that are being delayed or trying to get out of there. You are an extension of the photographer. You want to make their life easier. And when you do so, you will get called again and again. Being a photo assistant is such a powerful way to grow your skills and to network, especially if you're trying to break into the world of commercial and fashion photography. If you can nail a few key things, like anticipation, being prepared, staying tidy, being professional, playing to your strength, keeping a great attitude on set, these core things will help you stand out every single time. Now, if you are looking to assist and maybe build up your assistant kit, be sure to visit adorama.com for a couple of these key tools that will help you look even more professional. I hope that you guys have found this video valuable. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.